Hello guys, welcome to my next YouTube video. This time I'm presenting you Tier 8 European Tech 3 Destroyer Oland, and we are playing map Trident in the epicenter mode. I quite like this map, the Trident. I don't like the epicenter mode that much, but on this map it's actually decent. So I don't mind that. I don't mind to have epicenter on this map. And because we are playing destroyer, we will be going for middle, trying to get points advantage, trying to pressure enemy destroyers. The pan European or European destroyers, more likely Swedish destroyers, right? Because almost the whole Tech 3 is basically all the ships are Swedish. So let's call it European. They don't have the best concealment. They have decent concealment, very quick firing guns, but there's definitely destroyers which will outspot you in this game, outspot me. I like the Benson, the Fubuki, right? Kagero. So those ships we need to be careful, and there is also a carrier in this game. So here I noticed Benson is immediately focusing me, so I used widespread. And I'm trying to move away, right? Stop being spam, because I don't lose the hit points in the beginning of the game. And as you can see, I'm returning back into my first position, because I don't want to give enemy the cap pressure, right? And 1 point advantage for nothing. And I'm hoping that the torpedoes will hit, right? So again, I did this small circle round, and there it is. There are some torpedo hits on the enemy Benson. Doing that circle, which I did, was quite it's risky, right? Because they knew where was my position, and it's possible for them to send torpedoes my direction, right? So going back into that position, it's quite risky. So be prepared to dodge torpedoes. And we hit the Benson, and it was the Massachusetts behind the smoke, which was eating additional two torpedoes, right? I am currently detected, right, by the Fubuki, but I can see that the Fubuki is actually smoking up. So I just started moving a little bit, trying to dodge the incoming shells, but I don't want to leave. I'm still willing to have a pressure, and we hit the Skana with torpedo. We will hit most likely the Massachusetts too, and those are quite nice damage numbers, right? But I am still watching what is going on, right? What's happening. I was being detected briefly. I knew that there is like a destroyer in this position, destroyer on the, yeah, see. So I start moving away, and now I'm trying to torp the Sinop. So I'm using a narrow spread because the Sinop is actually running away, and I'm trying to disengage a little bit. And the right side has quite a pressure on us, right? So this is something I still want to maintain the pressure on over the caps. I still want to fight the enemies, but I need to do it safely without losing too much hit points, right? So I again did a small round circle around and was preparing myself for any incoming torpedoes. And see, now we are spotting the Fubuki. For some reason he didn't have camouflage, so maybe even the captain, so was outspotting him. And at the moment there was nobody else shooting me, so I just stopping at the place, right, and starting to farm him and trying to kill him. There are some other people also shooting him, and I will be lucky enough to actually finish him off. Our main hand is pushing into secondary range of the Massachusetts, so and luckily he is the one being focused, but now I am the one being shot upon, and I can't stay here. I can't stay here because there's Sinov, there's the Benson shooting me, there's Carrier right now going after me, and the Sinov and soon the Nagato can join them. And you can see the Carrier does more damage than anybody else to me. I was not that scared about the Benson or the other destroyers, but I had to leave, right? I had to leave. I couldn't stay there, otherwise the Benson would be farming me. I'm waiting slowly. I want to torpedo the Massachusetts because my torpedoes are ready, but I cannot sail from behind the island because I was on fire and the Massachusetts detect me. But now, because I'm no longer on fire, I just going for the Massachusetts. Massachusetts was reversing, so I sent the torpedoes towards there, and I noticed the Kagero, right? The Kagero was detected, and the Kagero is going after my vanguard, right? Or will be going after the vanguard, so I'm immediately going after the Kagero and trying to help the vanguard to survive, right? That would be my goal, to kill the Kagero and actually save the vanguard from getting turp, right? Because I want to close the distance, so I was not shooting immediately at the Kagero, but since the enemy carrier actually sent the planes here, I was forced, and I was detected anyway by the planes. I decided to shoot the Kagero right now. So we are going after the Kagero. I would appreciate if the Vanguard was running away. Meantime, you may notice that I actually sunk the Massachusetts with the torpedoes, right? So currently I have already like 58,000 damage dealt. And yeah, I was trying not to be in the same direction or sailing into the same direction as the Vanguard, because the Vanguard, the Kagero was actually aiming for the Vanguard with the torpedoes, so that was something I wanted to dodge. And because the Vanguard is sailing forward in direction of that enemy smoke, I actually couldn't send torpedoes into the smoke. So at that time I decided, okay, I sent torpedoes against the Skane, and we will try to deal with the Kagero with our guns right after that. So the Skane is behind me, and the Kagero is actually now in front of me, and I was still being detected. Luckily the Kagero was quite low because the carrier hit him, and also I hit him several times, and maybe even the Vanguard. So we will get rid of the Kagero, right? This is the biggest threat. Now I will use the smoke to the remaining smoke to briefly disappear, but then I'm again detected by the enemy Skane, and I will focus the Skane now because we want to get rid of him too. So the Kagero was actually my third kill, right? And yeah, I just used the torpedoes just to make sure to know where he's going, and I am going to focus him. The Skane is the only one spotting me, So I'm shooting right now, and I stopped here, right? I stopped here, and I decided to stop here because the Nagato and Fiji cannot spot me because they are out of my gun range. So they are not able to see me. So if I kill quickly the scanner, they can only blind shot them. So the scanner probably thought that I will sail behind the island and he will be safe. The fire wouldn't kill him, but I decided to reverse and run away, and that was successful for me, right? Because I surprised him and I shot him down. That was my fourth kill, right? And now I'm leaving again. Fiji, the Fiji was out of the range, so I disappeared, and he was blind shotting, right? So quite quite decent player. Definitely played very well. And we had lot of ships advantage. Like they have, we have destroyer, 3 battleships. They have two cruisers, 2 battleships, and carrier. Right. So I was thinking, okay, maybe this will be quite easy victory. But no, the Nagato was actually shot down by the Cleveland, enemy Cleveland, and now I'm out of the position because I was actually forced out by the enemy team, and I thought that the team was complaining about the destroyer, and I thought it was because of me, because somebody the DDH6, right? Yeah, the DD was dead because I killed him, and if it was about me, then so I said that yeah, I was fighting actually 3 destroyers, and that I was pushed out, but they replied that it was not about me. So I was like, okay, and I immediately knew, okay, we need to go back then, right? I used all my heals, so I don't have any more heals, but I still have defensive fires, consumables, and I will have 1 remaining engine boost available in 25 seconds. So my goal is like, at this point it would be best if the Ranger was near the Colorado and Gneisenau, but the Ranger is doing quite decent job staying inside the circles, and I'm trying to now go for enemies. Unfortunately, my battleships were not focusing the Fiji when he was detected, and Fiji is quite squishy ship, right? So they were trying to kill the Nagato. The Nagato survived. The enemy Hipper was out of position completely. So that was like, okay, fine, that's fine. The enemy Cleveland died. So it's only the Synod, Nagato, and the Fiji. And the Fiji, I realized he pushed into the mid, and he started to smoke up, right? So I was like, okay, the Fiji will be sitting in the smoke for a minute, and this was a mistake. I somehow didn't notice that my A were still on. I didn't turn them off, but luckily I was able to shoot down all the planes, and the carrier was able to drop me once, but he missed with all the rockets, so I preserved my hit points. The Fiji was issue here, right? I'm trying to torp the Sinop, but the Fiji, I was thinking, okay, the Fiji will stay there. At some point, he will be probably rushing mid. The Gneisenau and Colorado, they are staying somewhere in the caps, but I don't think if they have any shots. I'm spotting the Sinop. I'm trying to now quickly kill him, and I knew that okay, Fiji is nobody's shooting Sinop, and the Fiji, I'm spotting Fiji, and Fiji is not going down, so I start aiming at him, and then I realized, okay, the Sinop is almost really low, we need to kill him quickly, and I want Kraken Unleashed, right? I want Kraken Unleashed. Now I saw that there was Colorado organized now shooting the Fiji, but the shots were so short, and I left the Sinop with 1000 hit points, so I wanted to finish him really quickly. Therefore, I was shooting, and finally, I have my Kraken unleashed. And now I realized that the Ranger is dropping the Fiji, so the Fiji start will probably turn left to dodge the torpedoes. So try to aim in front of him, at least with one salvo. I should use two salvos and aim more in front of him, actually, and stop shooting immediately. Unfortunately, I will hit him with only two torpedoes, which was a little bit meh. I needed to kill him, get rid of him quickly. My Colorado was not hitting him for some reason, and he was absolutely devastating me. Like, yes, you can see the I have Confederate, I received Confederate ward, but the Fiji actually will kill me here. Whenever he's giving me broadside, I'm immediately swapping to AP because I know that I can citadel him. It's just about luck. I'm trying to dodge the shells, but with so many hit points, I can do only a few things, right? Luckily, the enemy cruiser died, so it's only the Fiji and the Nagato and the Ryucho against my carrier and the Gneisenau. For some reason, the Gneisenau was not staying toward near the Colorado, so they were not helping each other. It was very out of position and not helping that much. But we at least had all three caps, right? Because we killed the enemy ships which were near the cap or inside the cap, and you can see that Gneisenau is really low, and he should stay near the Ranger. And I believe somebody even told him that in the chat. He has still heals, so he's healing. Yeah, none. Yeah, Odile, Lexi 1, who was that? Vanguard, that was the Vanguard, so he actually told him to get close, and I believe he should listen to that advice. He was luckily trying to hit the Fiji, but you can see the Fiji was really low. We needed only few hits on him to actually kill him, but now he's healing up. And the Gneisenau will swap the focus. He was trying to chase the Nagato, the carrier. I don't think that's the smart idea because the carrier can kill you. Carrier can absolutely kill you, and you can see the Nagato will be now the only ship spotted, and the Fiji was quite big issue for the carrier because if the Fiji will kill the carrier, we will lose. The Gneisenau will die. You can see that the Gneisenau is already will be eating the torps from the carrier, so the Gneisenau won't survive long enough, right? And so he's trying to kill the Nagato, which is really low, but yeah, he won't be able to do that. So it would be right now here. It would be way better if he was focusing the Fiji, and trying to help finish the Fiji, because you can see the Fiji is absolutely wrecking the Ranger. And I was even writing that he should focus the Fiji. And that's it. That's the game. So guys, let me show you the result screen. So without like 103,000 damage, it's not like much damage. Definitely you can do more damage in this ship. But it was definitely nice example of good positioning, dealing with the enemy destroyers, and still keeping the pressure. And because I was really greedy, and I wanted the Kraken, then I died. I could just run away and try to survive. And it would be very helpful if my battleships at least hit the Fiji like once, twice. that would be helpful. I could probably even kill the Fiji and survive. So that would be really really nice. But unfortunately, they missed, and I was not able to. I didn't hit them properly with all the torpedoes, and therefore, yeah, I died. Anyway, so this is the result, and let me show the team standing too. So here it is, and as you can see, more than 200. Sorry, 2000 and I believe 655 base XP. A lot of planes shut down. Five ships killed. So yeah, and you can see the enemy Fiji played quite nicely, second on the experience on the enemy team. And the last thing will be my build. Alright guys, here it is in my port, the Oland. So let's get to the equipment, right? And yeah, so first slot main armory modification 1. Second slot I use the engine room protection. In the third slot torpedo tube modification 1. In the fourth slot propulsion modification 1. And in the last one, of course, the concealment. Currently I have 12-point captain on my Oland. And the standard build, I'm running the standard build, right? So right now, preventive maintenance is the first, second skill, last stand, third one, I'm going for a superintendent, to have one more heal and basically one more consumable from each of them. Then I will concealment expert. After that, I will go probably advanced fire training, maybe. Yeah, advanced fire training. Well, at least for now, while before the captain reward, right? Captain skills reward. So I would go after that, either advanced fire training or the radio location. One of those. I personally would go probably for the advanced fire training to even improve more the AAs. But then the radio location skill will give you more information about the enemy destroyers, so it will be easy for you to find them. Then definitely I would go survivability expert, because you don't have any smoke, so you are not usually sitting somewhere and farming damage. So I think the demolition expert isn't that necessary, or you wouldn't benefit that much from demolition expert. You will definitely benefit more from superintendent because you have heal, so that gives you actually what, if we check the heal, right, so it gives you 141 hit points per second. It's active for 14 seconds. So if we count that, so 141 times 14, that's almost 2000 hit points, 1974 hit points exactly. So almost 2000 hit. So let's say that's 2000 times 4, that's 8000 hit points. You can, it's a lot, right? And your base hit points are only like 14,100. So definitely going superintendent is way better, and then going survivability expert, which, because you have such low base hit points, you really benefit heavily from the survivability expert. So that will be in the next skill, and of course, as the last would be adrenaline rush. So this is a little bit tankier skill, right? Or definitely as tanky as possible. I think it's even best skill. You could skip survivability expert and go, for example, for torpedo armament, just to decrease the reload of the torpedoes significant. The reload on torpedoes is such a short time in comparison to other destroyers that getting down 10% is not that beneficial. So I would definitely prefer the survivability expert, because that you mean with the 14,100 base hit points, when you eat torpedo from Japanese destroyer, you're gonna probably die. So not getting one shot hit by the enemy torpedoes is very important in this ship. So that would be it, right? So it's the last skill, adrenaline rush. There's nothing else. You don't need the acceleration. It's if the acceleration would be giving like not flat bonus but percentage bonus, then it would be interesting, because you have really fast torpedoes. Then to have even faster torpedoes would be absolutely amazing, and somehow completely catching off guard the enemies. Yeah. But because it's the flat bonus, you don't want to do that. Okay, guys. So this is it from me for today. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. If you don't, subscribe. And see you later, guys. Bye.